All right, let's keep it pushing. Even though we kind of just gave y'all, I guess, some women's ACC stuff. Oh, and I guess there's one more thing on the men's side. Stanford only lost by 80 points, which is, 2 events, right? Maybe. Stanford has been out of any type of like major contention for years.
Struggle busing.
Yeah, struggle busing. So what do you think about this? Do you think it's a Stanford revival coming on right now, or
no?
just kill it.
No, fluke.
All right, well, that was it, guys. On the women's ACCs. So obviously the UVA women just put the pause on everybody in the meet. They beat Cal and Stanford by over 400 points. We're gonna to America. We're gonna kind of, I guess we can throw in the Ledecky talk in this one right here, because we did kind of like, I don't know, play down, but I don't even say disrespected, but it was just kind of like, like Kaylee Ledecky's fast again, right? When she broke 15. Mm-hmm. All of the fastest times I saw were like 45s, 15:45s. So she's ethering these girls. Yeah. I guess like when you put it in perspective of, it's just another Kaylee Ledecky win, and then you go back and you look at like who's dominant, and these are like dominant swims.
Yeah.
It's like, oh damn, like they can't even smell Katie's farts.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so one thing that was cool at this meet, I love seeing a 45 swim. It reminds me back when I was 16 years old, the first time you look up and you see that 4.5 and you just like, oh yeah, especially like 2009, 2008, you just like high school junior, you're like, oh, I'm one of them ones now. 45 too. But what do you think about this power shift, which is kind of something that's flying under the radar, between the dynasty Stanford had with Simone Manuel and Lia Neal and Ledecky? There was another girl's a 400 IMer. I can't remember her name. She was balling. She was sub 4 minutes. To where UVA just seems to just be steamrolling everybody. And it's not a scholarship thing anymore because everybody's got full rides. What do you think about this transfer and collapse of power in the women's side of the NCAAs?
I think it's all cyclical. I'm glad I said that word right the first time. But I mean, it is rare to have a team just dominate consistently. So even look at Auburn. Auburn dominated, mid 2000s, and then just kind of fell off, And then there was a time where they were dominant, men and women, and then the men were dominant, the women were not so much, and then flip flop. Right. We now see it with UVA. The men used to be dominant, the women were okay, and now the women are dominant and the men are nowhere to be found. It's rare to have, I feel like that happened at Texas at one point too. The Texas men have been fairly consistent. The women have been up there.
We had some rough late 2000s.
Yeah. So I think every team goes through this cycle, and I can throw out some theories why I think that is. A big one is coaching. And a big part of coaching is recruiting. So I know at Kentucky, when we were having our stint, our coach was a great recruiter, but he was also a psycho coach on deck. So it's like he had a little bit of both, where you can recruit a good athlete or someone you see potential in, and then develop that potential and build a team.
Right.
And then to fast people recruit fast people. So
yeah.
Once you hit
I went to UT to train with the Olympians. Yeah.
Right. So once that snowball gets rolling, it gets rolling. But then also fast people eat up all the scholarships.
Yeah.
So then you get a couple fast people.
I see what you're saying.
You recruit more fast people. Now you have too many fast people. So the other recruited fast people
Gotta
go somewhere, spread out somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then your group of fast people all graduate, and then you got to start over.
Yeah.
So the teams that figure out how to keep that pipeline usually are going off of reputation. Texas has a reputation of excellence and winning constantly. Yeah. So they're probably always going to get decent recruits. And on top of that, whatever they're doing down there, they develop good athletes. So if you go to Texas, you're most likely going to improve because the majority of people who go to Texas improve.
Yeah.
So I think those are some theories why I think that happens. And then like I said, some coaches go to a team and then people flock that team to train with. Like when Bob Bowman went to ASU was nobody. Bob Bowman goes to ASU. A bunch of people flock there because they wanted to train with him and they wanted to train with Phelps. And then all of a sudden he's got a super team.
Yeah, good point.
Overnight. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think about this? God, it just left me. I had it and I lost it, then I got it back and I lost it again.
Double lost. Wow.
Yeah, first ever. Night swim first, because you know how we do. Always bring you the first evers.
I'm trying not to distract you so you can pick it back up, but
it was with UVA. It's UVA women. Oh, okay, I remember now. So on my Rakely channel, I'll react to technique stuff. And I was watching and reacting to a video of David Marsh talking about freestyle.
Oh, I love that video.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Much love. I don't know if you're actually talking about me or if you're talking about David right there. But
I was talking about David, but I'm going to let you have it.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, God. Anyways, I remember, so he's talking about doing freestyle, right? And he's talking about we believe in these like principles pretty much up to the mile. And then he goes, but we, God, what was the exact word? It's like, it wasn't reputation. It was, it's like known for, but like we take this seriously. Like, anyway, whatever the word is, it'll hit me sometime, I'm sure, while we're talking about it. He was like the 50 freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what we are going to pin. Like, this is what we do elite. Right. And it made me think, I was like, I thought about UT and I was like, 200 freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
What's UVA's?
I feel like at one point, at least when I was in school.
The women.
Oh, the women right now?
Yeah. Or what's Todd's? Like, you could say Eddie's is the 200 freestyle. Yeah. Right. You could say that David's is the 50 freestyle. Right. What would you say is Todd's / UVA?
I don't know. That's oof. They kind of got a hodgepodge of everything in there.
So do we do at UT. We at one point we've broken every American record and every NCAA record, short course yards.
True.
Not to mention world records in every stroke, except for the 50 free, but we broke the American record in the 100 and the 200, or the 100 and the 50. We had the short course yards, 200 free American record for multiple times throughout history.
So I think the difference is Texas had, you may have had a hodgepodge across the board, but you also had depth underneath each hodge.
Right.
You had podge. Yeah, you had podge underneath each hodge. So like, you may have had the best 200 freestyler, but the next 5 guys underneath that person were also the best top 200 freestylers.
Right.
So UVA may have the best. Claire Curzon, what does she win? The 200 back or the 100 back?
200 back. Yeah, she smoked those girls.
Right. But then What's their second 200 backstroker look like? What's their third 200
I
backstroker?
think you see that spread out thing. Now.
Right. There's no depth.
But I mean it from a standpoint. So like you talked about the recruiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think when you can say like, this is what our program is known for.
Yeah.
Right. You kind of give yourself permission to recruit the best of the best in that event.
Yeah.
Right. So when Eddie says we are 200 freestyle university, and then you look at the track record of the 8 free relay, right? I don't think we've missed somebody making that team since the 80s, I want to say, maybe the 70s. Shouts Eddie, shouts Longhorn Nation. But I think that might also play a big role in the cyclical nature of things.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously, I think it's the team that, coaches, you want to beat UVA, this might be it. I think that when you can say like, hey, this is what we're going to put our foot on, then you can kind of steal some of the recruits that UVA gets. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm sure something like that happened with, if we went back and looked at it, I bet something like that happened with the UVA women and Stanford.
Yeah, I can see that. Because I mean, when I got recruited to Kentucky, they were known for sprinters.
Yeah.
And I wanted to sprint. And I also wanted to go to the Olympics, and that coach had taken the first Bahamian female to the Olympics. He coached her, and she was on the team. She was a senior when I came in as a freshman, and they won gold at SECs in the 200 free relay. So it was like, bing, bang, boom. This dude's doing everything I want, and he's doing it with a Bahamian. Like, I'm Bahamian. I'm like, I want to do that.
Right.
And we ended up winning the silver in the 200 free relay 2 years in a row behind the freaking Avengers of Auburn. And then, I mean, I made the Olympics. So everything he did with her, he did with me. So it's like.
Right. And now he has that track record. He can go out and get somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that may be something on top of what you said. I think that might be a piece of it too.